Today, we are talking about what to consider, the three main things to consider when you are ready to upgrade your hypnosis and even coaching skills. And when you are looking for that next method, the questions that you want to be asking yourself to ensure that you are getting the best bang for your buck, the best value for your time, money, and energy. So, these are the things that I consider if I do end up deciding that I want to learn something new in terms of the healing space, right? I haven't for the past 2 years, but if I were to do it again, these are the things that I want to consider. And the very, very first thing that you want to consider is first of all, why you're seeking the method, right? What is it that you're looking for? So when it comes to something healing, is it something that is faster? Is it something that is makes it easier for you and your clients, or something? Is it a particular skill set that you want to get better at, and you know what skill set that is? That clarity is super duper important, and sometimes we miss this, right? We're just like, I want to learn something new, but being very, very specific is it is what really is going to help us with with exactly what to decide, and again, make sure that we're not just signing up for something that we actually don't need. And we'll talk about that in a little bit. And so the very one of the things that you want to think about is that, okay, so you're ready to take that step. What do you value in a training, right? Like when you want to learn something, what do you value? What experience have you had that maybe you liked, you didn't like, you don't didn't really care about, or neutral with, and really get clear on that, because that is what is going to affect your decision for your next training, right? Obviously, if you didn't like how certain trainers did it, or certain things within their program you didn't like, if one training company or um, one training does more of that, obviously you're not gonna go for that, right? But it's more like, what how do you learn best? What have you found was the best for you when it comes to absorbing the information? Are you the type of person who, is really good at just sitting down and going through the modules, or do you like being part of a live component, a live interaction with others, or a little bit of both? Really get clear on that. And in terms, especially when it comes to skill sets, like for example, a hypnosis skill set, like a coaching skill set where you're actually working with people. Um, do you learn best by doing? Most people do, right? And in fact, if we really want to learn faster, we want to apply the principles that we have learned, or the things that we've learned. So how is that? Is that even possible in the training that you're going to be with? Or is it just full online, self-paced, do it yourself? Nothing wrong with that, right? But if you are someone who learns by doing, find something that has that component, right? That's why in our ACH trainings, knowing this very fact that most people learn by doing, it is very interactive. And we take pride in that. And also, what you want to consider is support and the community. Is that something that you value, or do you not care? Again, are you more like the person who is just going to sit down, I'm going to study this, and I'm going to run off and do all of these things? Or do you value getting support from the trainer? Do you value meeting other people and sharing your experiences, and brainstorming? That is also what you want to look for, right? And so, like, I'll just give you an example. Inside the advanced conversational hypnosis trainings, we have two components, right? We have the first one, which is online, completely self-paced, and the second part, which is just a bonus, which is the live trainings that we hold 3 to 4 times per year. And these live trainings are really bonuses to ensure that the students are actually immersed in the training, right? Like they can actually apply the things that they have learned. They can see the demos in action. They can learn it by doing, and they can connect with other people. in the side of the community, and we have the support through the group as well for any other questions, any extra support, any clarifications that is there to really optimize the learning for the students. So those are the things that you want to ensure you look for and consider when you're buying the next training, right? Or is it more like, are you getting the course and then um you now have to look for a separate time on your own time to practice with others? Again, that is those are the things you want to consider, right? And the second point that you really want to consider is, that's why earlier I wanted you to be clear first as to what you really want to learn. You want to ask yourself, have I learned these things before? And am I learning something new when I'm interested in this thing, right? Have I learned it before? Or maybe you have learned it before, but you just want more detail with regards to that particular skill. So if you are someone who is in the hypnosis world and maybe you want to learn rapid induction, you've just done the regular induction, but you just want to do it faster, more rapidly, more naturally, then are you look and is the training that you're looking for going to help you do that? Or if you're already trained in a regression and you want to be better at regression, is that what is that what you want? Or you have done regression and you want something else other than regression because you're finding that it is very heavy and re-traumatizing for your clients, and you want to be able to do things without the need for regression. And so if you're looking at a method and what they're doing is they're just regressing, then that's not going to be of best interest to you, right? So really think about that and be clear with regards to that. And again, don't make don't what am I trying to say here? Make sure that don't be scared to ask the trainers questions, right? Or the company questions with regards to what is actually happening within the training. That is such a valuable skill set to actually have your questions answered, and for that, whoever the trainer is or the company is, to ensure that it would be the right fit for you. That's why in ACH trainings, I welcome everyone to just have a conversation, either through a DMs. Mostly through the DMs are usually good enough to ensure that the process is right for them. And I will honestly tell whoever is inquiring whether or not it would be good for them, because the ACH method is not for everybody, like definitely not. And so, ACH is very much like therapeutic based, very clinical, like neuropsychological based, and that is what and it's very results driven. So any hypnotherapists who want to explore any type of past life or even spiritual stuff are most likely gonna really enjoy the ACH trainings, because it's very much let's solve your problem, very direct, very efficient, let's go type of training. It's not for everybody. So really be clear on what you want so that you can get most out of it. Like if someone were to come into ACH and expect to that we go into past lives and doing all that stuff or doing timelines, that is definitely not what we do. And that's why I'm pretty honest and blunt with regards to that. So make sure that you consider this inside for when you sign up for your next trainings. And the last one, is it a method that is going or to help you save money now or in the future, or save you time now or in the future, right? As humans, we value our time probably more than money sometimes, right? So if you're going through a training and say you are you already have a method that is based on regression, and it takes an average of 90 minutes to 2 hours for your full session, and you value saving time and want things to be faster, is it really going to be for your benefit to go into a method that takes 5 hours or 8 hours? that's not really going to help you, right? Or it's not going to be the best for you. So looking at that aspect and really thinking big picture as what how you want your business to look in terms of the amount of time you want to spend one-to-one with clients, because as we know, time is money, right? And of course, is it a course that is going to really be valuable? If you've already spent $10,000 on a method, is it wise? And there's nothing wrong. You can spend your money however you want, but if you really want to look at it in terms of a cost-effective way, and you're looking at a method that is going to lengthen the time of your sessions plus cost more, is that really going to be the best fit for you, right? So get your mind thinking around that. It is definitely a-okay to really consider your options. um that's, I have a lot of potential students right now who are really thinking about this method, and I don't want to force them to make a decision right now, because I don't want them to come into the program and be like, fuck, I made the wrong decision. I was forced into this. And, I really want students to come from a place of, yes, I'm ready to do this right now. I'm ready to decrease the length of time in my sessions. I'm ready to make that impact. I love the directness. I love the efficiency. I love the effectiveness. Let's go. And it's a time when they are ready to actually evolve and upgrade their skills today. Those are the best students anyway. And if you are in that if you are in that state, you're most likely going to get the most out of the training anyway. So, and not like this wasn't part of the list, but you really want to think about what you really want to think about is this: like, what state are you at? How committed can you be in terms of putting in the hours? Can you put in the hours? How long are the trainings? How much is expected per day? These are the things that you want to consider to truly set yourself up for success. So I hope that this helped and got the juices flowing, because this information and this type of thinking was definitely not present during my shiny object phases. And of course, looking back now, and this is exactly what I would do today if there's something that I think I need, but at this point, definitely not, because with conversational hypnosis, it's a method that evolves with time. It only gets better with time. It hasn't really lost its spark. If anything, the spark has grown and grown and grown. And it's been over 2 years now, and it's just getting better and better. And I can't see myself in the near future going through a different healing method, because this is so simple and works with principles and works very well. So what do you value, right? What do you value for yourself? And really get clear on that, because once you do, then the decisions that you're going to make is going to be is going to be affected by that, right? That clarity that you have of what you want and what you're actually looking for is going to save you time, going to save you money, going to get more of your energy back. So are those important to you? And and yeah, is your time worth investing right now? Sometimes it's not, depending on what phase you're at in your business and in your life. You want to consider that too, right? Do you have the energetic capacity to go metaphorically all in something new? And if not, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that, right? You get to be honest with yourself. So I hope this helped. If you have any question at all,